Hello everyone, I'm back with you today with a fresh smartwatch review. Today we have a Rogbid watch, and I'm not exactly sure what make or what model this is, I should say, but this has stress monitoring, heart rate and HRV, blood oxygen saturation, sleep monitoring, and this one also says it has 100 plus sports modes, voice calling, Alexa AI voice, water resistant, and it says it's a GPS route tracking smartwatch. This is supposed to have a kayaking mode in it. The fine folks at Rogbid reached out to me and asked if they could send this watch to me in exchange for a full, fair, and honest review. And that is exactly what this is going to be. Oh, hey, this is nice. So there's the watch itself, the body. It's got a protective cover on the screen. It's got another protective cover on the sensors. Let me peel these off. Okay. And this looks like it has a plastic case or silicone case wrapped around the edge here, protecting the whole thing. I don't know if that'll come off or not, but that's pretty nice. This one happens to have a gray band, so I'll pop that on there. It's got a magnetic charging cable. This will pop onto the back. And if you've never seen my smartwatch reviews, then just let me tell you, I'm just going to show you what comes out of the box in this segment, and then go away and fully charge it, and then come back with my full, fair, and honest review. Here you have the user manual. This looks pretty big and easy to read, which is nice. The app here looks like it will be Fitbeing, F-I-T-B-E-I-N-G. So that'll be a new app to me. So that's what comes out of the box. Let me charge this up, go wear it for about a week, and then come back with my full, fair, and honest review. Before I do that, let me press and hold the power button to see if there's any juice in this watch out of the box. And maybe I can give you a model number here. Let's say I'm English. Next. This is going to be the FT61, it looks like. So that's the model of the watch. So I'm just going to go charge this, wear it for a week, and come back with my full, fair, and honest review. Okay, so I've been wearing this watch a number of days now, and let's get into it. I really like this watch. I'm going to say that right at the beginning. It's a very rugged, waterproof smartwatch, IP68 waterproof. It has the option for an always-on display, and you saw that there. If I turn on this always-on display, and let me turn the brightness up for the purposes of this review video, when the face goes dim here, that always-on display will kick in just a few seconds here. I think I have this set the timeout for 10 seconds. There we go. So that's the always-on display. Let's make it come back to life. Let me turn that always-on display off. There's a do not disturb mode, a sleep mode. We can go back. Let's go up. It's got a lift your wrist feature, so when you flip your wrist, the display will come on. It's got a flashlight mode, which basically lights up all the pixels here. So you can use this as a flashlight if you need to. You've got a lock. You've got, oh boy, you can get rid of water from this thing. All right, if water gets in the speakers and microphone, and to get out of that mode, you press and hold, and now it's unlocked. All right. So that would eject the water from it. You've got a find your phone mode here, and you can mute this, okay? So let's swipe from right to left. We get into our step count for the day. It gives you an estimate of kilocalorie burn and your total time engaged walking. Here is your heart rate, so it has continuous heart rate, and it will not make this measurement if I don't have it on my wrist. Let's keep scrolling. We have our sleep from the previous night, and that's it on this screen. If we press this upper right button a second time, that gets us into our menu. Here are your sports modes. This watch does have GPS tracking built into it, which is kind of amazing, and it's really nice in a rugged outdoor watch like this. So yeah, I would say for outdoor activities, this is a really nice watch. You have your activities here. You have your step count. You have your heart rate. You have your, let's get back into this menu, your sleep. You know, here are the various settings, menstrual cycle tracking. You can make and receive phone calls from the watch when tethered to your phone via Bluetooth. I've tested that. It works just fine. Alarm clock, stress level. It'll measure your stress levels. And, you know, it's just got a lot of nice features. You can pull in the weather from your phone when tethered via Bluetooth. It's got an alarm. There's a 28-day cycle tracking. A lot of stuff in here. You can use this as a remote remote controller for the music on your phone when tethered via Bluetooth low energy. Here's a world clock. You can see the time in various cities, and on and on and on. I like the menu system, and you can also change the menu system. If you go into, you can turn on and off notifications, focus hours. This will work with Alexa, but I personally don't use Alexa, so I have not tested this to know if it works. So that caveat out of the way. App view, here is your menu view. I like the list view usually, but the flow view works for me also. Display and brightness, dim at night, always on display. Raise to wake, here's your wake duration. I had it set on 10 seconds. Let's set it to 45 seconds for the duration of this review. And now you see your menu system in sort of the detailed mode, okay? So your activities, your workouts, steps, heart rate, sleep, stress, 28-day cycle tracking, some breath training, alarms, phone, timers, stopwatch, blood oxygen saturation or SpO2, pull and weather, camera remote trigger. When you shake your wrist, this can take a picture on your phone, your music controller, Alexa, world clock, and then back to settings. Let's go look at the app, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts. You can also pull in your text messages here. And you can see I tested it earlier and it works just fine. Let's hit dismiss and let's delete that one. Nope. Okay, let's dismiss it. And that's nice. You cannot send any quick replies or anything like that, but you can get text messages to the watch when tethered with your phone via Bluetooth low energy. Let's go look at the app. The app here is something called FitBeing, and that's FITBEING. It's a new app to me. I've never seen this one before, but I like it, okay? You can earn some medals and whatnot by working out. You can see your trends. I haven't done too much with this, but there's your daily step count, daily activity calories, your amount of time spent standing during the day, activity, distance, daily sleep. Let's go back. The main screen here is pretty good. It gives you your step count, your kilocalorie burn for the day, your minutes engaged in activity, and estimated of miles walked. Here is your sleep analysis. All right, it gives you the amount of time engaged in awake times, REM sleep, light sleep, deep sleep, and it will give you a sleep score here. And it breaks down those sleep stages, and you can go back and look at the week, and you can look at the month. So you can see here, I've worn this a number of days. I like it. It gets sleep tracking pretty well, I would say. Here are my workouts. Here I did a brief hike today, and you will see those are my GPS tracks. I walked 1.43 miles. Duration, 29 minutes, 45 seconds. Estimated kilocalorie burn. Average pace, average cadence, average stride length, average heart rate, MET score, steps, heart rate in beats per minute. That's real time over the course of that hike. Gives you your low, your high, and the time engaged in the various cardio zones. So yeah, I like it. Good GPS tracks, all right. And this will sync with Strava. I've actually set that up, and it will send this information to Strava if you use that app. Your other option there is to send it to Google Fit. So nice connectivity with typical common other apps. It is a GPS watch. I think that's the third time I've said that, but you know, this is selling right now for $39.99 on the Rogbid site. I think finding a GPS watch this rugged for under 40 bucks is an amazing value. Here is my heart rate. You can have your heart rate trace over the day. your lows, your highs, your average. Here's your HRV, or heart rate variability, resting heart rate, your stress monitoring, okay, and it will give you your ranges and whatnot, blood oxygen saturation, distance walked, and your amount of time spent standing. And that's about it from the main screen. We can go into my personalization here. And here you see the watch is identified as FT61, even though it's branded as the Rogbid Tank G2. The watch model is FT61, just an FYI there. You've got some various faces in here, many more in the gallery that you can download to the watch. I like that. You'll most likely be able to find one you like. You can update the firmware. It's got the product manual right here in the app, which is nice. Some general settings. You can change your notification and music sync permissions, so you can choose what your phone is going to push over to your watch. Display and brightness, raise to wake, always on display. You get the idea. Lots of settings in here. Here's your Alexa setting. Again, I don't personally use Alexa, so I haven't tested this. Bluetooth calling, weather, health data, permissions and measurements. I have heart rate and HRV turned on, blood oxygen and stress turned on to automatically measure throughout the course of the day. Your workouts, you got some heart rate zones, SOS, world clock, and alarms, and that's about it for the app. I like it. It's nice and clean, gives you everything you need in one spot, very comprehensive. So my bottom line on this watch, it's an incredible value, very rugged. I think you could beat on this thing and get it wet and go swimming with it, no problem. It's gonna serve you well. It's a tough, rugged, military-style outdoor watch. Again, it's modeled FT61, otherwise known as the Rogbid Tank G2. I'll drop a link below so you can check it out on the Rogbid site. If they give me a promo code or a discount code, I will include that. But I highly recommend it. I like this one a lot. It looks pretty good on the wrist as well. Not too big, not too small. It kind of hits that sweet spot. And, you know, you can get it in a variety of different colored bands. They sent me this in gray. You can get it in different colors, but there you have it. The Rogbid Tank G2. Check it out. And come check me out at davethekayaker.com, where you can stay abreast of all my kayaking adventures and check out my smartwatch and fitness tracker playlist on YouTube. And you can see many more smartwatch reviews just like this one if you like it. Go ahead, leave a comment, like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. That helps me get the word out, and that helps you get more reviews just like this one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.